Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Katie.
I'm Steph.
And this is our little house building saga video.
Yeah,
So
it
we
continues.
Have a new update. Yeah. Today we are on Vancouver Island and we're going to be meeting with a building company to kind of figure out what our options are. If you missed our last video, it was going out to our property again to kind of, give you a little tour and see it again, because we hadn't seen it since we first looked at it before we bought it.
Yeah, so we got to see it with some fresh eyes and kind of look at what it might look like to build, or like what we might want, or just dreaming what would be ideal one day. So now as we head to meet with the builder, we're just going to kind of get a sense of what it would all mean, what the process would look like, what our options are, maybe how much it would cost. All the fun questions.
Yeah, there are so many different factors. I mean, and just building a home in general, but also building a home in a more remote location. And the property we bought, if you haven't seen our other videos, it's on the Gulf Islands here in BC, so it is very remote. So there's a lot to kind of consider in terms of building on land like that. So
also building on land that's not perfectly flat. It's on a slope. There's a lot of rock. We do have a survey that the previous owner had done, which was amazing, because we've got so much information. So that'll be really nice to bring to the building company so that they can kind of see like what the site prep might look like and how much work it might be.
So we have a lot of questions and this is just kind of step one in figuring out what might be possible, so we can sort of make some plans. We still don't know, if this is something that we're going to do right away or just plan for later in the future, but now that we have the property, we just want to know what our options are so we can sort of figure it out.
We're just going to get the ball rolling a little bit here, whether it's going to be rolling fast or slow, we shall see.
But we're going to do like a tour of the facility today, and hopefully we'll be able to film and take some photos while we're in there. So we'll bring you along and film as much as we can and see what happens. Then we'll do a little recap with what we sort of learned afterwards.
All right.
So let's go.
Let's go to the builder. All right, we are currently waiting for the ferry, so we've got a little bit of time to kill. We had our meeting with the builder and we got a lot of information. There is so much to consider when building, and we have some things to think about.
It's a little overwhelming. That we knew obviously there would be a lot involved. But there's kind of a lot to consider, lots to think about, lots of information thrown at us, but it was cool to learn more, get some of our questions answered. And it's funny that actually the builders we were talking to, they had actually been working with the previous owners of the property that we had bought, because it was a couple who had bought with the intention to build. They'd actually gotten pretty far in the process of like crafting their building plan and everything like that, and then they ended up having to sell the property. So we got to see the plans that they were working on, which was actually really cool.
That was really cool.
Like, what kind of home could work on the land, and what they were kind of thinking. So that was just like a funny coincidence.
Kind of a bonus, because the building company actually knew like so much about the land because of that, and so much about the property. So right away we went in with a lot more information than you would normally have, because usually somebody would go out to the to the property and look at it and everything, and that has already happened. So
so they were really familiar
cool.
with it, which is cool. And they had already like seen the survey and everything. So that was just a funny thing that made it a little more interesting. But lots for us to think about, and maybe we'll do another video kind of chatting about what we are sort of thinking for what building would look like, because there's different ways of going about it, and because it is a remote destination, there's lots of things to consider, and there are services to put in, everything like that. But if you're interested in kind of the whole process and what we're sort of thinking about, whether that's going to be something that we do soon or something that we do just like way down the line, I think we're getting a better idea of like what we would do.
Yeah, it's definitely really made us look at things and kind of, we know we have some questions to kind of answer, but we feel like we have a bit of a roadmap. So, so I feel good, but there's still lots to do. So we can definitely lay out the process and just kind of what we're thinking and like weighing the pros and cons of certain choices over others. And
we'll take it from there. Okay, so thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this, and let us know in the comments if you have any questions or advice or tips or anything like that,
or if you want to build us a home, come out to BC and do it for us. That'd be awesome.
All right, well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.